Hi, in this video we are going to be learning line 56, 4-part big star on the clarinet and focusing on line B. So here's line B. I'm going to walk you through each line. I'm going to do some demonstration and then we'll put it all together. So we always start with our treble clef and then we have our time signature. There's nothing in our key signature, so all of our notes are natural. In our time signature, we have 4/4 time. The top number tells us how many beats are in each measure. The bottom number tells us the value of the whole note, even if we don't have one. So if we had a whole note, it would get 4 beats. Half of a whole is a half, and half of 4 is 2. So the half notes get 2 beats each. Then half of a half is a quarter, half of 2 is 1. So the quarter notes get 1 beat each. Finally, half of a quarter is an eighth, and half of 1 is half. So it's not 0, it's not another 1, it's simply half. So if we have these eighth notes right here, individually they get half of a beat. Putting them together, they take up the same amount of time as a single quarter note. So now for this first line, we're going to walk through all of the notes and rhythms. So we start on a quarter note G, which is open. We don't press any of the keys or cover any of the holes. Then we have eighth notes G to F, so just cover the thumb hole for that second eighth note. Then we have 2 quarter note E's. You just add the first finger on the front, and those are your 2 E's. In the next measure, we have 2 F's, so back to just covering the thumb, then a half note G, which again is open. In the next measure, we have 3 quarter note G's, which are open. Then we skip down to an E, thumb and 1. And then in the next measure, we have 2 quarter note F's, back to an open G. So this first line B will sound like this. 1, 2, ready. So there's the first line B. Now we're going to scroll down to the next line B. And I hope you notice that it is exactly like the first line B. So we're not going to go through that because we've already done it. Now we're going to move ahead to the next page and the next line B. Here, it's different. It's all on G's, and it's the rhythm that makes it interesting. So we have 2 quarters, 4 eighth notes, 2 quarters and a half, then 2 quarters and 4 eighth notes, 2 quarters and a half again. So this line B will sound like this, all on G. 1, 2, ready. And finally, we move on to the last line B, and I hope you see that it is exactly like the first 2 line B's. So let's talk a little bit about form, which may be confusing because we're playing line B, and when we talk about form, we also use letters of the alphabet. So we use those letters to describe each theme or idea or section as it comes up. So the first 2 lines are identical to each other, and they are the first idea, so we call those the A theme or the A section. Then when we get to the third line, it's different, so we call that the B theme or the B section. And then finally, the last line, being just like the first 2, is also called the A. So when we talk about form, the form is A-A-B-A. So what I'm going to do now is keep it right here. I'm going to play this line B twice because I don't have the technology to be able to scroll around while I'm playing. So I'm going to play this line B twice, to represent the first two lines. Then I'm going to pop up here and play this one, and then I'm going to come back down to this line B and finish it up. I have my metronome is set for 92 beats per minute, and I hope you're able to play along with me. And if not, stop, practice a little bit, and then join me when you are ready. But here we go. This is line B of 4-part Big Star on the clarinet. And 1, 2, ready. And that is it for line B of 4-part Big Star on the clarinet. I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you next time.